is Earth so important at this point in the overall evolution from intergalactic perspective?
It's a fantastic question, and I can tell that you're a beautiful multidimensional being serving in this beautiful human form on the planet. So we're very grateful to have you, for sure. Very grateful. Thank you. So why is Earth so important from an intergalactic perspective, where this Earth, or we lovingly nickname the Earth the Blue Pearl. So Mother Gaia, or the Blue Pearl, is a very rare planet where so many different species can coexist in a very specific ecosystem. And if you look throughout the planet, there are so many different ecosystems, whether it's the desert, tropical islands, whether it's, different type of, life. How many species of trees there are, it's beyond our counts. How many species of bees or insect. The diversity of humanity spread throughout the planet in many continents, representing also different intergalactic origin and cosmic, heritage that you bring. So Gaia, or the Earth, actually is a fragment of the reminiscence of a very advanced planet that used to vibrate and coexist in the higher dimensional realm. Yes, this is part of the galactic archives. But long story short, something happened to the planet and it was destroyed. And by the force of the explosion, a fragment of this original planet was relayed into a descended form, pushed into the third density, and over time, this fragment became the Earth. So on the intergalactic levels, we understand and remember the original planet, and we know all of them spiritually enlightened beings across the multiverses understand the importance of what a planet represents. It's a deep tragedy when we see a planet destroyed for many reasons, whatever that is. And so it affects the ripple effect even to the quantum space for a very long time. So that fragment came into a lower density that we know her now, has evolved. And this is why there's so many beings, so many advanced council, like the Lyran Council, the High Council of the Pleiades. We also help to bring this planet into a higher resonance. And so many, many other intergalactics. We have seen the potential of this Earth returning as a garden of life, if you look at it this way. And so when the original human form were introduced to the planet and then evolve, and then with the DNA changes and the consciousness evolving, one of the things that we knew is that within the Earth archives, there's still a memory of what took place to the original aspect of the planet, what it used to be in a higher dimensional state. So one of the things I personally always felt, even as a child, I've always felt a deep planetary sadness, like a grief. And I remember at the early stages of my presence on the planet, I would tell my delegation and my Arcturian father, I can help feeling this deep sadness. It's almost like it's imprinted in my soul. And that's what he explained to me, that, over time we're going to help to heal that resonance field that is still in the Earth crystalline archive, that the planet remember that she became present or evolved as a planet or celestial being because of that fragment that was pushed back from the original aspect of this planet. So one of the things I've done is, along with many groups, is to heal and clear that deep sadness, that grief that was existing in the blueprint of the Earth, and especially in her crystalline core. And that sadness have been influencing, of course, the global consciousness. So we have been really working diligently with the Earth and with directly our archives to clear that deep grief and to allow Gaia to re-expand. So one of the things that we wanted to prevent is to have history, so to speak, repeating itself. We want to make sure that this time, this planet who have flourished and, of course, sustained so many diversity of life will be preserved and allowed to return into her original octaves of evolution, her original self. So the Earth represents also a model. It's an example that will be mirrored back to other star systems and other planets. There are other species who are at just about the same level of evolution, or sometimes they're one octave down, a little bit lower frequencies. So at the same time, the Earth think of it as a textbook that will be replicated as a blueprint to help others. And how can we, as a species and as a planet, who step down so low in the frequencies and the experience of duality and polarization, can return into a point of integration and re-elevation? So there's so many life at stake, so to speak. There's so many energy. The potential is huge, and it's also what it represents for the future timeline of other species and other planets. So there's a lot going on, so to speak.